Welcome to another episode of United Talks Podcast. And today we are going to be breaking down Rúben Amorim's message to the fans in Man United's yearbook. It was a message that was resounding and very powerful, and something that we as Man United fans need to think about, especially when we're coming to we have to understand where he's coming from as a Manchester United manager, as opposed to reports that were in the media very recently about Rúben Amorim and his thoughts and what could have been, and as everybody was predicting, and some people already kind of jumping the gun when it comes to what Amarim's mind might be all about when it comes to thinking about Manchester United. So we're going to break it down. He spoke by writing something in the United yearbook, and obviously we're just going to take it step by step and break it down to the limit, to the level that we can all understand what he's thinking ahead of the season. In the Manchester United's official yearbook, the head coach didn't hold back. He laid it all out, and he talked about the pain, he talked about the promise, and talked about the path forward. It begins with a clear mission: fulfilling our intense potential on a consistent basis is the aim for next season. That line alone says everything. Amarim knows that this squad is capable of greatness, but only if they stay consistent, focused, and united. And the truth is, no matter the combination you want to make, I mean, the Brian Mbumo situation has kind of lifted everyone's spirits up, because obviously Manchester United are going all out, and it is an all or nothing bid, basically. So take it or leave it kind of bid, where Manchester United just put in that, what Brentford wanted. And obviously it will be also the structural payments as well. So let's see how that goes and how that works out or pans out. But then Man United wanted this thing to be done quickly so that we can, and like we all already know, personal terms is not an issue. It's the what they call it, the club to club conversations that's leading to it. So his message is clear. And he says if we stay consistent, focused, and united, then we can actually achieve our aim on a consistent basis. The message then strikes a familiar emotional chord. I mean, to everyone associated with football, players, staff, fans alike, the start of a new season is a time of excitement and optimism, not a time of negativity, not a time of being impatient and all of that, but that. And that's basically the heartbeat of any club at this time of year: hopeful, renewal, and ambition. Obviously, another R word to add to it is the rebuild that is ongoing right now, right? But Amarim isn't just here to scapegoat anything. To sugarcoat anything, basically. He calls it as it is. He's always very honest. He reminds us not to erase last season's pain, saying we should not completely ignore or forget what happened last season. They were my lessons. There were many lessons, rather. There were many lessons. The bad, the good, it all matters. And it all builds the future. That's pretty much what he said, straightforward. And the honesty continues with Amarim, as he's always done, and he set the tone already. He said we all suffered so much disappointment, pain, so much disappointment and pain together. And that's the key word, together. Right? Together is the key word in this conversation, in this line. So he says last season wasn't just a rough patch, it was a part of our deeper rebuild. Like I said in the previous paragraph, a transformation, one that Amorim believes puts United in a much better place heading into the new campaign. Now, because now there is knowledge, there is experience, there's clarity, there's an understanding of the league, there's an understanding of what is expected, especially domestically. He says, because of everything I've learned in the past 8 months, and everything the players have learned about what I expect of them, that mutual understanding is very crucial. He says, we're going to hinge and we're going to build on what we've learned the last 8 months and what the players understand as what he demands of them, right? So, and that's very crucial. And he doesn't just forget the fans. In fact, he says one of the biggest things he learned is how special this club and its supporters truly are. You can feel the gratitude in his words. He says, I just feel a big sense of responsibility to put Manchester United back where it belongs. So this is a man who is driven, right? And he ends the message with something honest, grounded, but also full of heart. He says, I cannot promise that we will reach our long-term objectives this season, but I promise that I will give everything. That is key. Yeah, everybody's supposed to say that, but to come out and actually say it, to kind of build momentum ahead of the season is something that everybody needs to hear, right? I saw a creator, like an X account I saw an X account, Man United Addicts, say something that Rúben Amorim is reconsidering his position. And they tagged it exclusive. Rúben Amorim is reconsidering his position, and that he since the ownership refused to back him or something, he's reconsidering his position and could quit. I'm like, that's heavy. That's heavy. Someone who's already on that contract is saying he could quit. For what? To what end? What's the aim of pushing negative agenda on social media? I don't know, just to sway who? Man United fans? What sort of Man United fans are you trying to sway? Well, that is not just a coach who is setting goals. Amarim has set his goals and the team understands the goals. It's a leader taking ownership, a man with a plan and a passion to back it up. I've done a full video about Amarim and how he could succeed at Man United, and I posted it on our account on this page. Please do like, share, subscribe. Also, do not forget to check it out. You could see I went into details about how Manchester United can succeed under Rúben Amorim, right? Rúben Amorim has said this already at the end of last season. He says better days are coming, and Rúben Amorim is ready to lead that charge. So let me know what you think about what Rúben Amorim said. Let me know what you think about his message to the fans and what we're going to make out of this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. We continue to build a community together. We're 8 subscribers from reaching a milestone. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate your kind comments. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all of the things that you do to help this channel grow. We'll continue to grow together. We'll continue to build together. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye. And God bless.